Hello golfers, welcome back to JD Golf TV, your home for playing better faster. Today's lesson is the third in our series on ground forces, how to shift your weight using the ground. Hopefully you will remember that there are three main forces. We have the linear force, which is skating back and forth. We have the rotational force, torque. And we have the vertical force. And we have the kinetic sequence, which is shift, turn, lift. That being one of the only real truths in the golf swing. So let's get after it. Folks, the fact of the matter is this. You may not max out all three of these ground forces. You don't have to play great golf. But I think you pretty much really want to have two of them working. There are some folks, I'll take this from one of my mentors, Mike Adams. You may be one of those folks that are a glider launcher. You might be one of those guys. That's more shift and lift. You might be one of those guys who's more turn and jump, right? That would be a spinner launcher. Doesn't matter, as long as you have two of them, I'm in. And this lesson is on the vertical. So here it comes. My number one thing I want you to understand in this discussion is this moving downward is not a loading procedure. It's preparing to load. In fact, on the force plates, as what I call downshift, like Rory McIlroy, he's at the top of his backswing, he shifts downward and toward the target, and this actually unweights the golfer. If you remember that in Tommy Fleetwood's swing, he actually unweights as he goes down, but this preparing to jump is very huge. So it's kind of downshift to jump turn. You'll remember from the video on turning the 360 jump. You remember that, hopefully. That's part of turning and jumping. Look at that. I got 270 today. Knee doesn't feel quite as bad. I could do more. I know it, but it scares me. There, I said it. Okay. However, my number one fail-safe is this motion for stepping up the stairs, because it's something we all have done 800 billion times, I think. So I'll step off the platform, and what we're doing is step. There is the downshift, step up. Now, as I step up, as I come up, I need to rotate too, because it's very easy to turn this just into simply only going up. And then I might have too much standing up out of posture and miss the damn golf ball. Okay? So it's up and rotate, or it's really rotating up. Okay? So the first thing, downshift up. Okay. Now, trying to learn that sort of thing. I might even do some left foot onlys. Down, up. Boy, I'll tell you what, that came from the quad all the way up to my sugar buns over here. That's a beautiful exercise right there. Left foot only. Down. Folks, I don't know how I hit this golf ball that solid. That is just the darndest thing. I'm just trying to get my leg action. Let's go take a quick look at that. The downshift. There's the down. Now, right about there, my guess is when that vertical force would kick in. Yeah, there we go. Now, by the way, see this right here? Folks, by the time I start coming back up, the vertical force is already disappearing. Okay? Just so you know, you can't see the forces, dang it. You just can't. All right, that's pretty decent, isn't it? And you can see that I keep going and still get that left leg to straighten and go behind me. Okay, that's really cool. I did a great job of both up, rotating and getting up. Okay, that's a really good exercise. When we do the downshift, we're going down. The right foot is pushing, as you know now, from the linear horizontal force along the ground, skaters, as we call it. Okay, there's some of that, but then I'm really concentrating on the around and up. Okay, so normal stance, I've got the feel, and folks, don't be afraid to do 10 of those babies to get the feel before you try it with a less than full swing. All right, here we are back. I might have done something pretty good right there, folks. Let's have a look at that. All right, there's a kid. Oh, that was not that short of a golf swing. 3/4. Downshift. Oh, I like that move right there. I like that move a whole bunch. But now you got to get out of it, Dunigan, or you're going to hook it off the planet. All right, if I stay in this condition through the golf ball, that path's going 6, 7, 8 to the right. All right, pop that. I didn't get it back soon enough. Oh, I did get it back, but maybe not soon. Okay, the path was only 3. So, the shot flight was fantastic. Huh, go figure. Huh. Here we go. There's the ball flight. Almost perfect. I'll be darned. Look at that. Okay, very cool. Let's see if we have anything more to do with this vertical force business. Hopefully you will remember that jump twist we did a little while ago. We're going to bring that back again. Now you may remember from the rotation turn video that I had a real hard time turning when I did the 360 jump. Now I'm not going to give up on it yet because I'm going to let my brain iron out the wrinkle in this motion. And it's a really important part for your learning. There's some ironing that your brain does as it tries to make sense of what you're trying to get it to do. And you got to sort of get out of the way, okay? And let yourself take some lumps as you try to learn something. Otherwise, of course, what happens? Okay, listen, folks, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to eliminate forever I tried something new, which means I had a new swing thought, but the ball did nothing better, right? What happens, you know you've done this, and I'm going to give you a great example on chipping this weekend, and this chipping lesson has happened over and over again. Hopefully you remember the tree doinks from the chipping setup. If you don't remember it, please go look at that video because it will change your life. Doink, doink, doink. Okay? Put it right in your sternum, put it over your left shoe, down, don't go past your left shoe, just over top of your left shoe. Bow down in that direction, then turn your head back and look at the golf ball. Right? Now if you look at me, if I look up here, I'm standing straight up and down. Okay? I'm standing straight. You do agree I'm standing straight up and down? So my student is getting very close to what we could only call the chippy yippies. And everybody likes a good wedgie, as you know. But now we have the yips. There ain't no love for that kind of stuff. So he gets set up in his neutral setup, and he's got the ball way up forward in his stance, and he's leaning back this way, right? And he feels like this is about it. Well, if we chip a golf ball from here, hopefully you heard that I just hit about 6 yards behind that golf ball, all because of the setup. And then I get him in there, and I give him the tree doinks. Tree means 3. That's coming from Poppy Burdella, my grandfather, way back in the days. 3 of them. Doink, doink, doink. He's like, oh my God, that feels so bad. I can't possibly play golf like this. And then I just take out the phone because we're out in the short game area, and I go, that's what you look like. Show him the phone. And he's like, oh my God. This happens over and over and over again. And that brings us to another wonderful point. When you are trying to make a movement correction, I'm just going to go out and say it, go out on a limb, your feel completely sucks. It lies to you. Just like that simple setup adjustment, standing vertically feels like the worst thing the poor man has ever done in his entire life, and it's just standing straight up and down. Your feel is based on the pattern that is stable, that your brain has adopted. You might not like it, but your brain is attracted to that pattern. So anything you do differently is going to feel horrific and probably grossly over-exaggerate. Don't forget my phrase, exaggerate to make you great. So now you take out your video. Now, folks, you got it on your phone nowadays. Go get me a $25 tripod, get a jellyfish. Okay, get it on Amazon.com. It's called jellyfish. Get the steel one, not the plastic one. Okay, and you screw that baby on your tripod. Point, hold your phone. There's a million of them out there. I don't care what one you use. And check. Try something new. Work on this drill here, and then see if you're actually doing it. Right? I don't want you to be trying to do something and have it not work because you're not doing it right. But it happens all the time. You should hang out with me. You should see the looks I give people sometimes. Okay, ready? All right, so more in the vertical, we're talking the jump twist. Okay, here we go. Ooh, the 360 jump. So back, I gotta get turning and jumping. I gotta get turning. Yesterday, when we filmed the other video, nope, I did jump, no turn. So we're going to turning and jumping. Let's see what you got done again. Okay. Hey, pro side fadeaway. Did you see that? I lost my balance away from the target. Oh, look, I hit another draw. The pros, when they lose balance, it's always away from the golf ball. You see front foot sliding out. They're falling this way when they go to hit one really hard. The AMs fall the opposite way. Don't forget that. The reason is because of the way we're using the ground, pushing that foot, tearing the net. That's the rotation. The around, where the weight goes toward the heel. That's what the pros do. They're not moving toward the golf ball. They're moving away from the damn thing. But let's take a look at that last video. All right, old Dunigan. Let's see what you're made of, sucker. Hey, very interestingly, balls at the feet have the pressure. We go back. Look at the facing view now. Now, interestingly, you saw some loading, a little downshifting right there. Did you see that? You saw some downshifting because my brain already knows that to jump, I gotta go down first. Get me? Your brain is smart. Sometimes. Here we go. Not bad. Let's get some rotation, Big Daddy. Oh, he rotated too. All right, so that wasn't bad for me. That was not bad. Something I might consider working on, although, as you know, I'm already pretty happy with what we did in just the rotation. I don't think I personally am going to work on the verticals, maybe with my driver though, because this is a beautiful way to hit up more on your driver. I want to talk about that now. Okay, I really do love this driver, and I just wanted to show you this vertical force with a driver becomes really big deal. I know there's a lot of people that are trying to lean back like this to hit the ball, to hit it up on the golf ball and launch it high in the air. Well, you know, I've got my driver set up, 11.5 degrees loft. I've got a high launch shaft, and this is one of the highest I've ever seen. I love it. My daughter is destroying this driver. And I just want you to know that with a driver, okay, it is perfectly beautiful to have a whole bunch of jump. The point being, I'm going to try to get down here off this ground. I'm coming up so hard into this driver, and hopefully that will result in a path that's not too out of whack. All right, here we go, Dunigan. So for me, I tend to want to get a little bit left too soon. I lose my right leg. So anyway, we're still going to have that shift. I'm going to focus on the shift and the left. So there's the left foot. Yeah, it's kind of born into me. So you can see, hopefully, I'm going after that pretty good, and I hit 4 degrees up on it without really hanging back. Let's have a look at that. All right, here's the old guy. And it was a draw, as you can see. downshift, and up he goes. And I gotta highly recommend that kind of motion for your driver. The pressure during that swing under my feet went all the way to 94 to the trail foot, went beelining into the ball of the front foot. Didn't quite get as far as I want, but that's okay. I can keep working on that. Okay. And what I would do with a driver, I would try to get this pressure from back here all the way out to that big toe as far as I could. Let's try one more of those. Massive, truly awe-inspiring, massive force going toward the front of this shoe, like I'm digging it into the ground, like I'm Matt Wolf and digging that mat, like I am trying to push, squish, whatever you want to call it, something under my front shoe. If I can get that more, maybe I get a little bit more speed. Move this back a little bit for myself. All right, Dunigan. Show the good people some serious zippiness. Uh-oh, I hit off the heel. All right, yeah, you can see it. You can see this leg action clear as day. There he goes. Downshift, push like heck, Dunigan. I did get more into the ball of the foot, but I didn't get off the back foot soon enough. I got there a little late to the party, but I can work on that. But you can see all the jump, all the vertical force. All right. Up on the tippy toes like you're seeing on TV, and turning. Okay. Well, golfers, now you have some really cool ideas about all three forces. You have, and some pressure underneath the shoesies too, which is cool. You have our shift, you have our turn, and you have our lift. That's all three of them. Okay? Yeah, there's some putting out a cigarette, as we talked about. But, folks, you can handle this. Maybe not all at once. I just had a golf lesson with my professional buddies, and we decided, okay, we're just going to take care of one thing first. Next lesson. The second thing. And he's got to graduate. Okay, fine. Kindergarten, get that shift correct. If you don't have that correct, golf's going to be hard. Okay? Then we'll work on the turn portion. Maybe we'll get the lift for free, because you don't ever know what somebody has in their swing already. But maybe go one at a time. Okay? I'll do a lesson pretty soon on my own personal golf swing and how I would practice it. Okay? All right. Thank you very much, and get after it, folks.